Check us out on Patreon, guys, where we give you our exclusive access to all of our videos, 186 videos and counting. We just updated it. That's why I know how many videos is on there.
Bangers too, though. Bangers. Nothing too shabby. I mean, I don't know, like a Led Zeppelin marathon. We got Metallica on there, some Megadeth stuff. I'm just saying. Just throwing that out there, man. So if you're interested, definitely check that out, guys. The link for that will be in the description.
What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man George.
What's up, guys? How you living out there, man? Shout out to the free thinkers, man. Back to the Hated Bands Marathon, baby.
Yeah, man.
And we got the creme de la creme today.
That's what I was about to say. Who's hated more?
Nickelback.
Is it Nickelback?
Nickelback is the most hated band in the history of bands. They are the most hated bands from personal experience. Based off the survey that we did, check out our Limp Bizkit Nookie video. For those of you who haven't seen that, that's the first video we did in the marathon. On that video, we talked about a website that we went to that they basically said that they have a scientific method to determine the most hated bands, and Nickelback ranked like #1 based off of like message boards and articles and fan surveys and expert opinions. Nickelback ranked #1, and it just based off of just its life experience, it seems like no other band has ever been hated as much as Nickelback.
Yeah, man. This is gonna be interesting, man, because right now it's 1-1 for me. Nookie, I was like, yeah, I kind of get why people don't like this song. But Creed, Arms Wide Open, I was like, that was fire. Playlist. So we're going to see what Nickelback has to bring to the table.
But before we get started, man, if I'm being honest, again, I haven't delved into Nickelback's entire discography, but I just know a lot of the songs that I heard that were just singles and shit from Nickelback, banged out.
Yep.
I'm going to keep it 1,000.
Okay.
Like this one.
Never made it
Oh,
as
yeah.
a wise man.
I couldn't cut it as a poor man's feeling.
Tired of living like a blind man.
Yeah.
What a sense of feeling. And this is how you remind me.
Yeah, this was hot. Yeah, this one, I forgot about that. I really am.
This is how you remind me.
Let it rock.
What I really am. Yeah, dude, this is hot. This one, yeah. Confirmed track. Yeah, you get the name now. Here we go, you ready?
I hate it.
That was the shit,
Yeah,
though.
I hate it. And when we did...
I don't give a fuck
That
if
shit
they
is
don't
hard.
like that or not. That shit was hard. Let me tell you something about Ryan. Back in the day, I didn't listen to any metal, rock, country. That was very, 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 very limited. Only way I heard that was in passing, or if I happen to have a friend of mine or someone that I knew that listened to that, I might have caught a glimpse of this or that, which is how I heard Arms Wide Open and Nookie and stuff like that, because I didn't listen to that. But this one was the only exception that I had. I was like, yeah, you know what? And I'm gonna be a little raw on this because this is how I used to talk. I don't listen to that rock and metal shit, but this shit right here is off the chain. That's the way I used to talk. So obviously, I'm kind of a entry level metal elitist now, But entry level
is crazy.
Yeah. So you. That's the one. How you remind me? What's it called? How you remind me? Yeah, that was
know
it.
what it's called.
Yeah. I just knew remind me. Because when you were picking it, I was like, I don't know if I heard this one, and I was like, oh yeah, this one was hard. This was the shit. So yes, that was a great way to start this video off, man.
I just want y'all. Let's just set the table, baby.
If
Let's
this
set the
sounds
table.
anything like that, oh yeah, I'm gonna love that.
I've heard this song before. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while since I've really fully listened to it, but I've heard this song that we're about to do today, Rockstar, before, but it's been a while. And I never banged it like that or was even into it like that. Again, it's more so in passing and, it being at bars and shit like that. And I've heard it, but it ain't like I know what's going on with it. And also, make sure you guys check out our Nickelback, Someday? Yeah, man, that was a fun video that we did. Check out that Nickelback Someday. And that's another one that we both rock with, man. I'm just saying. We're talking about the singles now. We haven't delved into Nickelback's full catalog to understand to what degree we like them, but handful of songs that we've heard have been successfully banged out. Rockstar is the 5th U.S. single by the Canadian rock band Nickelback from their 5th album, All the Right Reasons, in 2005. It was initially only released in the United States and Canada and has since been re-released worldwide. The lyrics feature the hopes of someone who desires to be a rock star. Spoken word vocals between each verse are provided by Billy Gibbons of ZZ Top. Oh, didn't know that. Rockstar is one of Nickelback's most popular singles to date, peaking at #2 in the United Kingdom, their highest charting single in that country, and being certified platinum It also sold 4.5 million copies in the United States. So across the board, bro. It's got 110 million views on YouTube. It's insanely popular, guys.
Yeah.
So again, we're doing a hated bands marathon. Why do you guys hate Nickelback? Give us some feedback. Don't just say they suck. Just give us some constructive feedback on what it is about Nickelback that you hate so much, man. Is it the music? Are they overplayed? Is it some personal ideology that some of the members of the band have, like these personal political affiliations? I just want to know the real reason why these guys are disliked so much, man. Let's get into it, man. Nickelback, Rockstar.
I'm through with standing in line. The clubs I'll never get in. It's like the bottom of the ninth, and I'm never gonna win this. Life hasn't turned out quite the way I want it to be. Tell me what you want. I want a brand new house on an episode of Cribs, and a bathroom I can play baseball in, and a king-size tub big enough for 10 plus me. What you need?
They got some people in
I
here
need
too, okay?
a credit card that's got no limit, and a big black chain with a bedroom in it.
So I've heard this in passing, right? At one point in time, to become a rock star was like bigger than life.
Coveted.
That was like, yeah, I'm a fucking rock star. I'm killing it out here. That was like we call it, you want to be the shit? That's the rock. You want to be a rock star. I want to be the shit. I just want people to
Everybody wouldn't be mad at being a rock star.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even if it's for a day or so.
I'm telling you.
All right, man, let's get back to it, guys.
I'm through with standing in line. The clubs I'll never get in. It's like the bottom of the ninth, and I'm never gonna win this. Life hasn't turned out quite the way I want it to be. Tell me what you want. I want a brand new house on an episode of Cribs, and a bathroom I can play baseball in, and a king-size tub big enough for 10 plus me. So what you need?
Yeah.
I need a credit card that's got no limit, and a big black chain with a bedroom in it. Gonna join the Mile High Club at 37,000 feet. Been done. I want a new tour bus full of old guitars. Mine star on Hollywood Boulevard. Somewhere between Cher and James Dean is fine for me. So how you gonna do that? I'm gonna trade this life for fortune and fame. I'd even cut my hair and change my name. Cause we all just wanna be big rock stars and live in hilltop houses, driving 15 cars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. Well, I'll stay skinny cause we just want to hang out in the coolest bars and the VIP with the movie stars. Every good gold digger's gonna wind up there. Every playboy bunny with a bleached blonde hair. And well, hey, I wanna be a rock star.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Go ahead, Jordan. I don't know.
So I just wanted to let it rock. I wanted to let it rock. During that last pause, I was like, I'm gonna let it rock a little bit more before I say what I want to say here, man. Why I think people don't like the song, I'm just gonna kind of, I'm just gonna go for the obvious. It seems like a desperate attempt to be this universally acceptable type of thing. You ever see like movies that are really trying really hard to get the Oscar? They're trying to make this dramatic piece, and it just comes off like you're forcing it. I feel like this comes off like a corny bar song that people are just like, oh my God, I want to be a baseball. It just comes off forcing this whole generic rock star thing. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I've heard a lot of songs like it. So I get that. And I don't really like that about the song either. But man, dude, Chad I like Chad Kroeger, man. I like his voice. Now, I don't know about musician, but I think he's got a great voice. If I just heard him sing a cappella, I'd be like, this dude can sing. Clearly. He has a very good voice, right? Mm-hmm. And he's just flowing on this shit. You mentioned something about rapping.
Yeah, go ahead. Talk about it.
Fuck the lyrics, right? Because the lyrics, I think, are down.
No, I'm gonna talk about that. Go ahead.
I don't know about the lyrics for me. The lyrics I know for me. But they're catchy, right? Like everything, it's a catchiness to the way he's singing this song, especially in that chorus, right? The chorus to me, when he says, I can't even sing this shit because he can actually sing, which is refreshing. You know what I'm saying? Because we all want to be just big rock stars, but the way he said da na 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 na,
Yeah, he killed it.
even in the verses, right? The way he's singing it is sort of melding
It's a
and
flow.
flowing
It's a
with the
flow.
beat. Now, if you're into hip hop, like we are, y'all know. For those metal rock heads that don't know, we do hip hop on this channel, right? So we do a lot of hip hop. Some of y'all are like, really? Yeah, we do hip hop on this channel. So we recognize flow, right? We recognize how someone is riding. We
Yep.
call it riding the beat. So when he comes in on this track, he's like, I'm through with standing in line, looked up the never beginning. Fuck the lyrics. The way he's approaching this track from a flow perspective is actually very, very catchy and it's very, very smooth. And then the chorus, and then the way he layers his vocals is very unique to Nickelback, right? He always has his backing vocals that give it that extra punch.
Yeah.
When he's like, baseball bat, it's his voice being layered, and it adds a punch to, and it gives it a unique, distinguishing sort of sound in the chorus. I love the way that sounds. I think the melody is catchy as hell. I think the lyrics are super cheesy. But I like the way he's approaching the track. It's very, very catchy. I have to give it up.
Yep. We all want to hang out at the coolest bars. The way he said that, the coolest bars, he killed that, right?
That, yeah.
In the VIP with the movie stars, and even the gold diggers gonna wind up there. You know, Playboy bunnies with the bleach blonde hair. He's all, hey, we all want to be a rock star. Hey, yes, I would love a life like that. I would love a life like that. You know what I'm saying? The only people that would not like a life like that is the people that got their wife next to them watching this video. Like, I don't know what he's talking about. I have no idea what Ryan and George are talking about. No, honey, I love you wholeheartedly. I would never want to do that. Get the fuck out of here. You would love to live a life like that.
I love tending to the garden. There are many bands that we've done on this channel, man, that we give a lot of respect to them, man. They make very, very sort of complex works of art, man, that we've shown in many cases to appreciate.
Yep.
And bands like this get shitted on in favor of bands like that.
That's
right?
correct.
I understand, man. You do it. We appreciate the skill and the talent that goes into making these pieces, right? But I would like to know, man, if these bands could just dumb it down and make a hit song. Fuck it, just do it just for the sake of just making millions of dollars, man, just to prove the world, like, oh, we can do that. This is nothing, man. It's easy to make. This is dumbed down, stupid music. Anybody could do it. Well, then do it. I like to see people just for fun. Yep. Just humor us and make a pop song and get 110 million views and make millions of dollars off of it just for fun. The point I'm making, man, is like, it's not easy to make a hit song. I don't care what people are talking about. And I think it deserves a certain amount of credit. I understand it's not innovative. I get it. But it still takes a certain sort of perfect storm of the right vocalists and the right components to really separate it, because there's a billion bands that make songs that have made songs that sounded like this that have come around. They didn't quite have that right perfect storm of melody and lyricism and whatever that thing is that got them out of here. So Nickelback deserves some credit, man. Immediately with every Nickelback song, I've heard a billion pop rock bands. Every Nickelback song, I'm like, yep, that is catchy.
Catchy as hell.
And catchy isn't easy. I'm telling y'all, man. I know
because not everybody can do it.
Not everybody can do it. I just think that there's an art to it, and I think that it's just easy to hate it when it seems simple. Go in the studio and do it.
Yep.
Let's see. All right, man, let's get back to it, man. It's catchy. That's
It's catchy as hell. It's catchy as hell.
And if this shit came on in a bar, I'm out of here.
I can't wait for you to hit play again.
Yeah. Let's keep it going.
Cause we all just wanna be big rock stars and live in hilltop houses driving 15 cars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. Well, I'll stay skinny cause we just won't eat. And we'll hang out in the coolest bars and the VIP with the movie stars. Every good gold digger's gonna wind up there. Every playboy bunny with the bleach blonde hair. And we'll hide out in the private rooms with the latest dictionary of today's zoo. They'll get you anything with that evil smile. Everybody's got a drug dealer on speed dial. Hey, I wanna be a rock star. We're gonna sing those songs that offend the senses. Gonna pop my pills from a Pez dispenser. Get washed up singers writing all my songs. Lip sync them every night so I don't get them wrong. Well, we all just wanna be big rock stars and live in hilltop houses driving stars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. We'll all stay skinny cause we just won't eat. And we'll hang out in the coolest bars at the VIP with the movie stars. Every good gold digger's gonna wind up there. Every playboy bunny with a bleached blonde hair. And we'll hide out in the private rooms with the latest dictionary of today's who's who. They'll get you anything with that evil smile. Everybody's got a drug dealer on speed dial. Well, hey, I wanna be a rock star.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it just bangs.
Hey, I wanna be a rock star.
They kill that shit. They do. That chorus, though, they get busy, man, with that. That chorus, to me, is what makes
It's
the
a
song,
banger, man.
You know?
It's a banger.
I wouldn't put it in the upper echelon songs that I like for Nickelback. I mean, the other songs that we mentioned, You Remind Me and Someday or whatever, I would probably prefer to listen to those. But if this came on, bro, out at a bar somewhere like that, it is going to be ringing off. Ringing off, guys, just means that it's going to create a great fun party atmosphere that people are gonna love.
It sounds like a good time. It's just what it is. It's just a good fucking fun song. It's just a fun song. And I think it's lighthearted enough for people to embrace it for what it is. Just a fun song. That's it.
But there's a lot of bands that make the attempt to make fun songs and it just sounds terrible to me. Like it's like I get what you're trying to do. It's fun. It's supposed to be a fun, and it just doesn't sound appealing to me. So there's a lot of bands. I don't want to name and shit on any bands, but there's a lot of bands over time that I've heard make poppy, going for the pop route, going for the generic club fun party songs that I just think weren't executed well.
Nope.
I feel like this was a fun song that sounds good though.
Yep.
You know, not all fun, basic, generic. I'm kind of shitting on them.
Yeah, you know.
You know, generic AIM songs hit. You know, this song hits, and Nickelback has a way with making songs that do follow this sort of same formula. Work though. We know it's generic. We know it's formulaic to a degree. There's got elements of it, and for me specifically, I think the lyrics are funny, but it's not like this is the greatest written song in the history of mankind, but it has a catchiness to it that I think does require a certain ear and feel for music. I just think it does. So I see why this was successful, guys. Yeah. I see why it was, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's playlist for me, but if it came on live out at a bar, at a fucking festival or some shit, I'm a rock out.
You know, George, this is a tricky one because it's not a playlist song for me either, man. But I see why it was great. And you said if it came on, you know, you wouldn't turn it off. I agree with all that, man. And this has been fun. This has been a fun marathon, and I think it's gonna bring good conversation to the forefront. Hopefully.
Yeah, that's kind of you know, low key, man. This is our contribution to make the world a better place. Guys. You know what I mean? We want to make the world a better place as it relates to the internet, man. And so like what you like, ignore what you don't, bruh. You know what I mean? And if you don't like something, it's okay to give constructive feedback. But the hatred shit is corny. Let's keep it going, man.
Yeah, man.
You know? So there's 3 down. We've done Limp Bizkit Nookie. We've done Creed Arms Wide Open. Nickelback Rockstar. And for those people on Patreon that voted on the poll, again, just a reminder. Just because we have a poll up, I know it seems ridiculous. We're not gonna just pick songs off that poll throughout the entire marathon. We may pick songs that weren't on that poll that we want to get included in the marathon because we got a lot of feedback after we put the poll up of songs that we may have missed.
Yep.
So we may throw some other wrenches in the in the game plan here for this Hated Bands Marathon, man. So be on the lookout for more Hated Band Marathon content. That's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And also, guys, check out our Patreon channel if you're interested. It will allow you to get exclusive access to our content. The link for that will be in the description. I'm George. That's Ryan, Las Vegas.
We out.